Hello everyone, today we're gonna start talking about a T-pose munchkin ninja of Inazuma, Sayu. So let's begin. Sayu is a playable animal character in Genshin Impact. A ninja from the Satsuban that is struggling with growing tall, Sayu believes that sleeping can help her growth, which is why she prefers to use her ninja techniques to hide and laze around. Sayu is a 4-star female character in Genshin Impact. Her weapon is a claymore and her vision is Anemo. Her birthday is October 19th. Her constellation is Nectaries Minor. She has affiliation with the Setsuban. Her special dish is Disney's Begone no Jutsu version 2.0, a variant of the onigiri. She became a playable character on August 10th, 2021. The 4 voice actors of the mini ninja in the 4 localizations of Genshin Impact are Lily Pichu, aka Lily Kai in English, Sokula in Chinese, Aya Suzaki in Japanese, and Lee Ji-hyeon in Korean. Sayu also has 2 known titles, those being Mujina Ninja and Setsuban's Resident Ninja. Sayu uses the short female model, and she is said to be pit-sized. She has short beige hair and reddish eyes. Her outfit is called Mini Mujinja, and it includes a hoodie and tail styled like a Muhinja. The outfit is described as marvelous attire designed after the mysterious animal known as the Muhinja. Sayu is a seemingly internally sleep-deprived ninja who uses her skills to hide from work and responsibilities. Her height is something she's deeply unsatisfied with, believing that sleep can replenish all her energy and help her grow taller. In order to live by this principle and have as much time to nap as possible, she honed her ninjutsu to perfection. While she is particularly renowned for her apparent laziness, the members of the Samatsuban know that she is loyal to their cause, as she would never go against their principles and wouldn't slack off on extremely important matters. Ayaka believes that Sayu's laziness came from her sensei's abrupt departure, as she looked it up to him and when they left, became lost and confused. Of course, some from Sayu's point of view, this so-called laziness is just better time, a coordination which allows her to focus on things, like sleeping and growing taller. She doesn't like it when people pat her head, believing that doing so implies her growth. She tolerates head pats from both the Traveler and Yae Miko, although the latter is out of fear of retaliation by the Guji. While a particularly skilled ninja, Sayu usually handles her reconnaissance and other calculated tasks. While she is trained in combat and the arts, she learned her were mostly intended for stealth and evasion. She appreciates the traveler's company, willing to work harder for their sake, while dressed as a Muhuja, who she finds extremely adorable. Sayu becomes angered whenever people call her a tanuki, even going as far to attack them. Yeah, be careful, you say. Shimatsuban Ninja Blade is Sayu's normal attack. The normal attack performs up to 4 constructed strikes, while the charge attack drains stamina over time to perform calculus spinning attacks against all nearby opponents. At the end of the sequence, performs a more powerful slash, and the plummeting attack plunges from mid-air to strike the ground below, damaging opponents along the path and dealing AoE damage upon impact. Yohu Art Fuin Dash is Sayu's elemental skill. The special technique of the Yohu ninja arts, Sayu curls up into a rolling Fu wind wheel and smashes into opponents at high speed, dealing animal damage. When the duration ends, she unleashes a Fu wind wheel kick, dealing AoE animal damage. Using press as has Sayu enter the Fu wind wheel state, rolling forward a short distance before using the Fu wind wheel kick. With hold, rolls about constantly within the Fu wheel state, increasing Sayu's resistance to interruption while within that state. During this time, Sayu can control the direction of her roll and can use this skill again to end her wind wheel state early and unleash a stronger version of the Fu wind wheel kick. The hold version of this skill can trigger elemental absorption. This skill has a maximum duration of 10 seconds and enters CD once its effects end. The longer Sayu remains in the wind wheel state, the longer the CD. With elemental absorption, if Sayu comes into contact with Hydro, Pyro, Cryo, and Electro while in her wind wheel state, she will deal additional elemental damage of that type. Elemental absorption may only occur once per use of this skill. Yohu Art, Mujina Flurry, is Sayu's elemental burst. The other super special technique of the Yohu ninja arts, it summons a pair of helping hands for Sayu, dealing animal damage to nearby opponents and heals all nearby party members. The amount of HP restored is based on Sayu's ATK. This skill then summons a Muji Daruma. With the Muji Daruma at specific intervals, the Daruma will take one of several actions based on the situation around it. One is if HP of nearby characters is about 70%, it will attack a nearby opponent dealing animal damage. And 2, if there are active characters with 70% of less HP, it will heal the active character with the lowest percentage of HP left. If there are no opponents nearby, it will heal active characters nearby even if the HP have 70% HP or more. Someone more capable is Sayu's first Ascension passive skill. When Sayu triggers a swirl reaction while active, she heals all characters and nearby allies for 300 HP. She will also heal an addition 1.2 HP for every point of elemental mystery she has. The effect can be triggered once every 2 seconds. No Work Today is Sayu's fourth Ascension passive skill. The Muhuja drama, created by Yohu Arts, Muhuja Flurry gains the following effects. When healing a character, it will also heal characters near that heal character for 20% the amount of HP and increases the AoE of its attack against opponents. Yohu Art, Silencer's Secret, is Sayu's utility passive skill. When Sayu is in the party, your character will not startle crystal flies and certain other animals when getting near them. Check the other subcategory of the Living Beings / Wildlife section in the archive for creatures this skill works on. Most Inazumans are unaware of the existence of the Sumatsuban. In fact, the Sumatsuban is a secret organization under the Yashio Commission. There is also a little ninja who goes by the name of Sayu in the Sumatsuban, and this fact is even less known. Sayu is a special existence in the Sumatsuban. She has been raised in the Sumatsuban since she was a child and is extremely loyal to the organization. That said, her most prominent trait is not loyalty, but laziness. Lazing around is what Sayu does best. She has long mastered the various arts of ninjutsu, practically those that help to slack off or strike her duties, such as escape techniques and aura concealment. People who don't know about her habits will have to make a lot of effort to find her. However, if you ask Sayu about her slacking, she will shrug and reply, It's not that I'm lazy, I just want to spend my time on my more meaningful things. Sayu is petite and can even be described as delicate. This is also something that bothers her. One by one, her peers are growing taller, but she still has a statue of a child, as her height has not changed at all. Sayu is really anxious about this matter. Day by day, the world seems to be sprouting skywards, and only she remains small as ever. Growing taller has gradually become an obsession in Sayu's mind. As long as I sleep long enough, I can definitely grow taller. She came to believe this ever so firmly, seizing every opportunity to sleep as much as possible, creating every opportunity and circumstance even when there is none. People around little Sayu often let her be as they don't have the heart to disturb her sleep. So now the situation has progressed such that Sayu is able to fall asleep even with less standing. The ninjutsu that Sayu has learned is not very powerful in combat, but it is quite useful in the matter of slacking off. She is extremely skilled at hiding and covering her tracks, and is an expert in the area. Therefore, if she has the intention to hide, ordinary people absolutely cannot find her. However, even the most ingenious puzzles have answers, and even the most elusive treasures have clues for people to find them. This also holds true for Sayu. After spending enough time with Sayu, one will understand her habits and professions. Trying to find her doesn't seem so difficult anymore. For example, if you go to Sayu's room early in the morning and lift the covers, the odds are that you will find her in bed. At noon, you can check out the trees near the shrine, and who knows, you may find something unexpected. It will be more challenging to find Sayu at night, but it's a good idea to go to her house and wait for her to emerge. However, please remember not to disturb Sayu, who is busy growing taller, unless it's absolutely necessary. Even gentle rabbits bite when provoked, let alone Sayu. That said, finding Sayu doesn't mean that she can be put to work quietly. Moreover, Sayu work at the Samatsuban is not that of a daily routine, but missions that pop up if as needed. And so this happens. When new missions are assigned, you won't see hide or tail of her. By the time she has been found, and with much effort, a more suitable person has been assigned for the mission. And in this case, there is no other suitable candidate other than Sayu. All the more she will try to slip away, so as not to be overwhelmed by the mission. It's just that if Sayu used her ninjutsu to work hard, she would have a great accomplishments in the Samatsuban. Sayu is the last successor to the ninjutsu art, Yohu art. In this school of ninjutsu, which is known for teasing its enemies, Sayu has learned only ninjutsu such as escape and clone techniques. These ninjutsus are of little use in actual combat, but have an unbearable aesthetic flair. Amongst falling leaves, a silhouette vanishes in a flash. A gentle breeze blows, and a kite suddenly appears on the ground. The incredible scene is comparable to an artistic performance. Thus, whenever there is a festival, Sayu will be invited by various parties to perform her mysterious ninjutsu. If it's Yorimiya who's searching for her, Sayu can still find ways to hide. But if the person in question is Lady Gujiye, resistance is futile for Sayu. Clone techniques do nothing to fool the Lady Gujin Sharp's eyes, and aura concealment doesn't help Sayu at all in escaping from Lady Gujin's grasp. Running for the hills is even less fanciful and might even risk angering the Lady Gujin. Fortunately, there are very few circumstances that require Lady Gujin to make her personal appearance. For as long as Sayu can remember, she has been studying ninjutsu with her sensei in the Samatsuban. Although the Samatsuban is a clandestine organization, the elders are very kind and have taken good care of young Sayu. Being overly reliant on others is never a good thing for a ninja. After Sayu had reached a bottleneck in learning ninjutsu, her sensei observed her situation and thought dashly. As the years passed, Sayu grew steadily. Once she was capable enough to defend herself, her sensei chose to leave quietly. A young animal that leaves the protection of its parents will grow up rapidly. The same is true for the sensei's expectations for Sayu. The young ninja did not disappoint her sensei. Soon after, Sayu obtained a vision, and then she started working diligently in the Samatsuban, digitally snarking her duties. Sayu is also busy sleeping and hiding from people, so in that sense, she also has a lot to do. Occasionally when Sayu is free and alone to enjoy the moonlight, she feels lost deep inside. The people who have always been with you will one day leave. Is that how life is meant to be? But perhaps someday in the future, I will also meet the person who will always be with me. Pondering the matter, the little ninja fell asleep again. Sayu's outfit is said to be a gift from her sensei. The style refers to the form of a small animal, the Mujina, and Sayu's favorite colors are also specially chosen for it. It is light and flexible, thus making it suitable for a ninja. Sayu is especially fond of the huge hood, and it brings about a sense of security. The long tail is designed for Sayu to maintain balance on branches. As for the only drawback, the outfit probably looks too much like a tanuki, and Sayu often gets misunderstood because of it. Initially, she would seriously explain to the other party that, "I am not a tanuki, I am Sayu." However, over time, similar incidents have occurred to many people, and Sayu now bears a grudge against tanuki. Nowadays, if such a situation happens, Sayu will pout in anger. So in order to get along with Sayu, please memorize the following. Sayu is not a tanuki, but Sayu. Her outfit also is not that of a tanuki, but a mini Mujina. This is the story of Sayu when she just started being on her own. Fragile beings walking alone in this world inevitably find themselves in scary situations. The only way to understand what it's like is to have experienced it. This is exactly what happened to Sayu. Adept at observation and evasion, she has always understood that she is not suitable for combat. Her overly petite stature gives her no advantage in terms of strength to speak of, and her ninjutsu will not be of much use in actual combat. Yet missions do not wait for ninjas to grow fully before descending upon them. In an era of turmoil, Sayu would also find herself in trouble because of not so important work. Surrounded by strong foes, she had to do her best and barely managed to escape. It cost her almost everything to bring the information back safely. Exhausted and wounded, Sayu was about to faint, but only one thing lingered in her mind. It's not only strong brute force that can overpower everything. The weak have their own way of surviving. It's because you're weak that you can notice those unseen moments that change your fate. The chances of escaping from here are slim, but that's what my ninjutsu is for. The moment that leaves her, she disappeared. All her pursuers were inconscious. The tiny ninja disappeared as if she were dust in the wind. The next morning, Sayu struggled to get up and found that the ninjutsu pack, strapped to her leg, was long since disappeared. However, a surprising object appeared in the same place instead, a vision gleaming in the sunrise. Now that the power of the vision, Sayu can wield a claymore taller than herself. She also no longer has fear of the ever-present strife of a chaotic world. Unfortunately, Sayu's most intimate worries have not yet been resolved. Regarding her growing taller, it seems that even a vision is unable to do anything about it. Sayu's name uses kanji for early/fast and citron. Sayu's constellation, Nycterunes Minor, is the new Latin for the lesser tanuki. Nycterunes is a genus of ferret-like canines, which only include the raccoon dog, also known as the tanuki. Nakaruni derives from the ancient Greek nuksharudes, meaning one who hunts by night. Sayu's outfit also has the noble features of a tanuki, such as the ears, tail, and the leaf that sits atop her head. Despite Sayu's resemblance to a tanuki, her motif is supposedly based on the Mujua, as indicated by her title Mujua Ninja, and the name of her Muja drama. Mujinja is an authentic term that mainly refers to the Japanese badger, though it is sometimes confused with the Japanese raccoon dog. In Japanese folklore, Mujuja are badger-like yokai, similar to Baketanuki, that are capable of shape-shifting into multiple forms, including humans. They are commonly depicted as mischievous or cunning, where they will shapeshift to trick humans in a non-malicious manner. In Seiyu's Yohu arts, Yohu is a word, woohoo in Chinese, and in Japanese, oko, that is an interjection to express sorrow, regret, compassion, or grief, similar to alas or alack. Fact 1. Sayu can wield a weapon that doubles her size, thanks to her power of her vision. Fact 2. In her official character profile page, and when talking about her height problem in the version 2.1 special program, Hoyoverse keeps her age ambiguous by saying, all her peers of the same age have grown taller, but only she remains as tiny as before, or that she was raised in the Samatsuban since she was a child. However, she is still referred to as a girl or child in Kano Nana's dialogue in Ideal Quotes, and a kid in Kano Nana's healthy diet reposition request. And that was all for Sayu, as she needs sleep from that, like maybe I do as well. Next time we'll talk about another anime character who is a detective, that is Shigenoi Hazel. So see you next time.